Hello, guys. Welcome back to my daily trade journal series where I'm trading one system, one ticker, S&P 500 futures every day for a full year. And I'm going to journal every session to track, reflect, and sharpen my execution. So if you're serious about building consistency and treating trading like a business, you're in the right place. Stick around, and at the end, I'll break down key levels that I'm watching for tomorrow. So let's go. So for today, I made about $184 trading MES. Was about hitting about 17% trade win rate trading the trades. Started the first trade really well and then lost two trades there, made some money back there and then lost some. And then at the end of the day, this is where I hit peak execution and started just winning back to back. So one, two, three, four, five, six trades in a row that really carried the day there. So I think to a certain extent, maybe I performed better during later of the day as I'm starting to realize on the last few journals. Then let's go over the signals for today. There weren't much signals. We had a 935 market structure flip bullish signal, which essentially tells you like, hey, buy the dip and you know expect it to go up because the market is net buyers when the market structure is bullish. So then we just kind of just kept grinding up. There wasn't much dip to be bought at moving averages, so it was pretty tricky play there. So we kept grinding up, and then 1050 was when we had our first sell signal, and that was around here. And that signal was a pretty good signal because we also lost that 1 minute moving average there. So it was a almost like a B plus setup. So that pushed down, and we're still in bullish market structure. So we bounced a little bit from that moving average support here. And then we continued to use those moving average and reject and came back down. And then by 1150, which was over here, you can see the timestamp on the bottom, by the way. So 1150 was when we got our first triple buy signal. Triple buy signals are usually the best, especially when it aligns with our market structure. So triple buy means three sectors all pointing buying signals. So that's ES, NQU, and YM. So all three point to the buy signal, and market structure was bullish. So that was a triple like A plus setup. So naturally we pushed up really high from that, went from 63.96 to 64.15. And from there, we stall a little bit, back test this red moving average here, and then move back up, back test again here, and then eventually at some point in the day, back test here, just to move back up to the 64.22 area. We went as high as 64.25 almost. So, but the target for the day was somewhere around 64.22, somewhat, and we hit it. But they waited till the end of the day, and there was a lot of trickeries and manipulation there that you never know what's going on until it happens. So it was a very interesting day. Um, I would say, let me see. Yeah, I would say most of it is carried by Apple, which is up $9 today and 4.2%. And NASDAQ also ended up hitting the all-time high today, too. So that was mostly thanks to the tech and Apple sector carrying it. So part of that carry is somewhat artificial. Uh, so let's go into next week's. So next week, I think the levels that will be interesting to watch out for is the 63, 67 area. I think as long as we're above this area, we can remain bullish. So that means at some point we test this area, you want to ideally buy, expecting it to go up. If we go under it, then we are now in this no man's zone. But this no man's zone has gone really wide. It's gone to 33 points wide. And anywhere in this area is indecisive. We could either hit the bottom of the range and bounce, or we could just kind of chop in this range until we either figure out to use this as resistance or use this as a support. But if we lose this 63.34, let's say we keep crashing, we burn through this, and then we burn through this, then now we're extremely bearish. And if that happens, you want to be able to flip your bias to the bearish side. So that's if we lose that 63.34 area. And that area is useful because these are areas of support or areas that held the last few days. And then this area areas that were also holding and touching that area the last few days. Then from here, let me see what we think we can go for the week. So see how the daily close look like. So SPY's daily close is pretty bullish. Last Friday we were here. We had this huge drop candle, this huge red candle, and we thought market was going to end. But then we had doji the last few days, and now we're back to a bullish candle. So let's see how SPX looks like. Same thing on the daily time frame. Same thing on the 390 time frame. And yes, very similar, but we're at the top of the band now. So there is an opportunity to stall here on Monday or push back down. If we can break it, we can push up above the band a little bit, but we're somewhat at the max range of that move. We touched the bottom of the band, now we came to touch the top of the band. And you saw that the other day too. We touched the top of the band and we came down. So there's opportunity for it to move down tomorrow unless the band expands further. So we'll see how that plays out. I hope this was useful. And if you guys want to be more successful in trading, I highly recommend doing your trade journals and hitting subscribe and follow. Thank you for watching and have a great day.